Hello, it's Julie Reed at Portfolio Oomph. I've not been here for a while. I'm not normally here at this time in the evening. I've been meaning to do this video for you all day and never getting round to it. But I've been having a think last week, and I'm in lots of groups of artists, Facebook groups of artists and students and teachers as well. And I started to think a little bit about, with all the exam results having come in recently, the SQA results, the GCSE results, A-level results, and seeing a lot of teachers and parents talking about, the grades and how confusing some of the grades have been this year. It's always going to be the case, isn't it? Education is always, this unknown quantity, I suppose, isn't it? But what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about was, how do you measure the success of your artwork? Okay, because I found it really interesting just thinking about, do we create a piece of artwork in line with what's expected from, the SQA, or for the exam board, AQA, whoever your exam board is. I've got a few notes here. Do we measure success of an artwork by, does it look like what it is that you're supposed to be drawing? Maybe you're doing observational drawing. Does it look like what it should be? Can you recognise it? Is it technically well executed? Have you used your materials really well? Whatever it is you're working with, watercolours, pencils, printmaking, any kind of materials. Maybe your teacher says it's good. Maybe you're looking for validation from your teacher. So we're always looking for some kind of outside validation here. We've already talked, sorry, on my list, we've already got, from the exam board. Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your friends, you want them to like your work. You want them to say, oh, that's really good, or that really looks real. But what I try to work with students with, really, because, I'm independent, I don't work to an exam board, we're basically creating a portfolio for the university. I suppose in the end, yes, we're kind of creating artwork that the university thinks is good. But the focus of the work that I do with students isn't about, is it good? Does it look like it? Does it tick the boxes for the exam board? The focus of what we're doing here on portfolio course that I run here and with my mentoring is, have you enjoyed it? Were you happy? Did you have fun? Is it exciting? Does it excite you? Does it challenge you? Does it challenge your thinking? There's no kind of tick boxes in terms of quality. And for me, it's about, is it interesting? Are you having fun? Are you pushing yourself into areas that you've perhaps not used before? And it all becomes more, I suppose more internal about how is it for you? Because I think the most interesting, the most exciting work that you're going to produce is when it's really exciting you, not ticking boxes for, the exam board, and not ticking boxes for your teacher or your parents or your friends, or it's got to come from you. And that's a really strong focus that I work with students on, and I think it's something that you really need to start trying to embrace with your portfolios for art college application, because ultimately that's what they're looking for, is for you to be really fired up, really excited about what it is you're doing. And how can you be excited when really all you're trying to do is tick boxes, to say I've done this and I've done that and that looks real. There's a really interesting TED talk that I'll put a link in the comments below this video once it's finished. It'll be really useful for you to watch. It's from a lady called Cindy Foley, and it is all about how we view art, how we view creativity. But anyway, that's my question for you tonight. How do you measure success of a piece of artwork? And is it important that it is successful, I suppose? The art colleges, the universities are looking for sketchbook work. They're looking for the process of how you're coming up with the finished pieces, which, yes, of course, we want them to be successful. But in the process of creating the successful work, there's always going to be lots of work that's really not successful, but was a learning experience. So that's something I want to leave you with today. And yeah, if you've got any questions, or if you want to find out more about how I work with students, my 20-week course, Plan, Create, Succeed, it's a portfolio preparation course designed to take you through the whole process of applying to Art College. So not only the portfolio, but writing your UCAS statement, doing your digital portfolios, editing, selecting, preparing them in the different formats that the universities are looking for. But leave me a message below if you'd like to, or private message me if you'd rather. I'll put a link to the TED Talk, but I'll also put a link to the portfolio preparation course. And yeah, hope you're well, hope you're having a good Monday evening, and see you soon.